Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We're back in Alma, Missouri. Fantastic map. It always was. So, let's get started. We're here in front of the, I like to call this Christmas shed because it's red and green, and those are the Christmas colors. But anyway, it's also a workshop, and we can sell our equipment here. So, I've rounded up some equipment that I'm going to be getting rid of and hopefully making a little bit of money back on so we can trade it in for some other stuff. Let's get in here and do it. I love the way the guy runs. It's kind of funny. Okay, so what do I hit? Oh, I have to go over here. You have to hit this little thing. So, we are going to sell. Tell you what, I'm going to hang on to the case for a second. Because I actually need to repair that. Do I? Yeah. That's funny that it needs repair. It needs repaint too. Huh. I haven't driven it much. Not very much at all. Okay. But I'm going to wait to sell that. So I think everything needs something. Either repainting or repair. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because you get more money back if you do that. So I'm going to sell the weight. Not much back there. Going to sell this planter. That's not bad. 83 back for that one. Okay, gonna sell this cedar. You know what? I didn't check to see if these things had anything in them. I don't think they do. Yeah, no, they don't. So yeah, I figured everything was probably pretty empty. Do I need to? I don't need to. Nah, I've already repainted and repaired these. So sell that. So that's 169 back. Is that what that says? 160 something. It's a lot of money. Alright, so I'm going to grab the case here. Got some stuff parked outside. I would keep the case, but you can't make this a US version. If you can make it a US version, I would say, okay, I'll keep the case. But I'm not going to keep the case because you can't make it a US version. I don't know why Giants does that with their equipment. They did that with the 9RT John Deere tractor in 22. You could not make it a US version. Which, we didn't even get that back. We did not get the 9RT back. So guess that's the price you pay. How did I bring this in here? I think the hitch is on this side. Yep. Oh, you know what? I am gonna have to go get the John Deere little tractor to sell the front loader there. I should have brought that in here. Ooh, don't flip. Get all this other stuff in here. Right quick. So yeah, just gonna get the kind of get the farm going here. We've got actually something to harvest. I think we've got some wheat to harvest. We should get some pretty good money back on this baler. If I remember right, this baler was not cheap. Pay for that paint job. Plus, it's a round baler, and we really, I know we like the square bales because, number one, they don't roll around everywhere. Number two, you get more capacity out of the square bales, out of the big bales. So, great. I don't know if there's a max number of things that I can put in this in this square or not. We're gonna find out, I guess. Okay. Oh, and I was wondering about the propane and how we haul the propane, and I was worried like, oh man, I gotta find a tanker that is compatible with the propane. The map actually comes with 2 tankers, so that's good news. You get a small tanker and a larger semi-tanker that carries the propane or butane or whatever they're calling it. I think it's propane. Let's be honest. Great, we'll drop that there, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of this. I'm getting rid of this tipper. There's not any special crops on this map that I know of. I looked through the list here, and I didn't see any additional crops that are like map exclusive crops. So I think we'll be okay. Alright, let's sell some of this. Let's see. That needs repainted. That needs repainted. That needs repainted. Everything needs paint. I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to sell that. 66 back on that. Sell the mixer. 51 back on that. Here's the baler. Actually, that's not a lot back. I think it costs more new. So, 101 back on that. 15 back on that. And then 18 back on that. Alright, let's go see what else is out here. I think it's just the mower and then that front loader. I'm gonna have to get the deer tractor to get that. Plus we'll get a lot back on this tractor too. So. Let's see. How did I think I turned around and dropped it. Probably not going to use these mowers. I mean, we have the MacDon that you can get, and you get if you get the MacDon, and I believe if you get the one with the larger engine on it. I don't know if you have to have the larger engine or not, but with the MacDon you get the 10% yield on grass. So ergo 10% yield on grass, and I would assume hay if you ted it and stuff. So just drop that right there. We'll sell this. All right. So this does not need repair, but it does need paint. That needs paint. And that needs just paint. No, doesn't need paint. Okay, cool beans. So let's sell the tractor. We get 253 back on that. That's nice. Sell the mower. 66 back on that. And then the front mower. 13 back on that. Okay, so let me go grab the deer so I can hook up to this. I'm probably not going to be using that front loader on that tractor. I don't think so. Anyway, until I can find the older arms, I can't see putting the quick or the Hauer arms on it. It's got them on there. Also need to modify these, take the license plates off of them. That bugs me a little bit. We don't do license plates on tractors or any, agricultural equipment here, so. Put my hazards on? Ooh, I can, yes. So there's already an update for this map as well. Chewbacca announced that he did not put this silo in as a placeable. So there's an update in the works. It's not out yet. It is in the works for this map. So be aware that if you decide to start in Farm Manager or the start from scratch modes, that you will not have this silo to place. He's going to add that to the map so that if you want to place it somewhere you can. Just a little FYI. In case you wanted to start the map here, I thought this was down there. Now it's down there. Alright, let's sell that real quick and then I'll modify this a little bit. Repaint. Repaint. Sell that. 14 back for that. Sell that. Only 7,900 back for that one. Okay. Alright. We're done selling equipment, I think. I think we're pretty good to go. I may trade in the grain header at some point, but for now, I think we'll be okay with it. Alright, let's modify this tractor. Customize. Put Michelin tires on it, why not? That's the only options, isn't it? Guess we'll do just the standard tires. The front 3 points. Can I put a weight on there? Oh yeah, you can. I can always change this back. No, we will take the front loader arms off of that, and we'll take the plate off. No plate. Alright. Cool beans. Got this one fixed up. Let's go get the other one. And this one I think I'm just going to add the wheel weights to. Looks like it might have wide tires on it too. I might change those back to standard. I don't know if those are wide or standard. They look wide to me. For some reason, they look wide. Back that other one out so I don't make any dental mistakes. Accidentally sell it or something like that. It has happened in the past. Don't want that to happen. Alright. Should we keep the front 3-point on this one? Yeah, I think so, because if we decide to use the Brooks, we are going to probably need that. So I'm going to keep the weight. I'm just going to change the tractor up just slightly. So, actually it's already got, I think, the max horsepower on it. Let's do the Michelin tires. Let's do the standard with the wheel weights. We definitely want the US version. We'll keep the 3-point and we'll get rid of the plate. Alright. So we'll keep the weight. It's not a, I don't think that's the biggest weight. Or maybe it is. No, I don't think that's the biggest one. The biggest one's kind of more blocky. Back this out of here. Actually, we'll take this into town because we got to get some type of tipper. Whether it be a grain cart or whatnot. Let's go under... Let's look under auger wagons first. Something cheap. If we can find something cheap. I don't know that we have anything really cheap that, you know. The cheapest, well, I'll say the cheapest one that we would be interested in probably be that Demco. That's 68. What about tippers? We do have this. We could try that. What's the capacity on that? Or you can change it. It goes from 8.8 to 12.3 thousand. And I'm pretty sure you can daisy chain these too. So we'll try these. They're only 10 grand. Well, almost 11 grand, but we'll try these. Whoa! You can put bigger tires on it. It kind of bounces a little bit when you do that, but oh boy, that adds a lot of money to it too. I would almost say let's just keep the small ones on there. That way it doesn't cost any money. You can do that or these big round ones. I think I'm gonna keep the small ones over. Triangle. Oh yeah, we'll do the orange one. Right in the center there. Okay. You can shift this. I think we're gonna keep it that way because we'll probably use it as a chaser. Numbers? You can do numbers on it? Oh yeah, you can. I think I'm thinking no numbers. And then extension, we will do the extension. That gives us a little bit more capacity on it. Alright, we'll buy a couple of those at 11.8. I'm pretty sure you can daisy chain. Yeah, there's a hitch on the back, so you can daisy chain these. Alright, let's go get it. We've already got our combine, so we're good to go there. On my hazards and going to town. I don't know if I've seen any traffic on this road. I've only like ran down it, so. And then we still got money, so we could buy some land. I would say we do have animals to take care of, so we might want to look at getting a probably a MacDon, you know, definitely a mower and a baler, and maybe a wrapper, and then we'll need another mixing wagon for the cows. The sheep are probably the easiest to take care of. The horses will need some type of oat field somewhere, so we'll have to find a small oat field. Hopefully there's one around. We'll definitely look for one. I think there's a bean field around here somewhere. I think it's right back there. We do have 900,000 something in cash. So hopefully we won't have to take any loan to get anything. Alright, I think, yep, traffic starts on this highway here, so. Weird not having the driveway in the front here. There used to be a driveway right there. The house used to be different too, though, so it's a little different. It's still the same place, but it's slightly different, slightly improved. I think it's definitely an upgrade to the Alma mount. Alright, now getting these hooked up might be a chore. I am not the world's best backwards driver. These are the type of carts that, oh boy. We'll see how long these last. I haven't had great luck with these carts. Because the axles break on them or something? Like the wheels break on them? Let's see, I need to cut wheels. Not that way. Turn this thing a little bit. Not turning. Why is it not turning with me? It's going the opposite direction. Oh no, I've done broke the wheels. See that? Is that normal for them things to do? No, that's not normal. That wheel is turned outside. I may have to trade these in. I have had this problem with these types of carts in the past, and the wheels do that number right there. I don't know why they do that. Is that normal for them to do that? I don't think so. Where's the sell point thing for the shop? Is it up there? I don't think that's normal. I don't think the wheels should break like that. So just an FYI, if anybody else is interested in this mod, and that's not normal, you might want to reconsider. I think we'll just go with our trusty dusty Demco. So we will sell that back. Already got to repair the thing. Is that right? Oh no, wait. No, don't have to repair. Okay, that's the sale price. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of our money back on it. I think they were 11.8. That's a little disappointing though that they are already broken. I think that used to be a street that ran up through there too, beside the shop. Not a street anymore. Is this one broken too? It seemed to break when I backed it up. I don't know, this one seems okay, but you know what? I'm just gonna sell it back. We'll get the Demco. I don't think those carts are supposed to do that though. I don't think those axles are not supposed to turn that way. I don't believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But they're not supposed to invert like that. You'd wear your tires out hauling them like that. Alright. We'll sell that back. Okay. Alright, let's just get our Demco grain cart there. Put some Michelin tires on it. Keep it standard. Change the color. Ooh, yeah, we can change the color. Let's go with our trusty dusty green. Yep. Okay. And this I know works. We've used this before. So, we've got that. What else do we need? We need, let's think about this. We need probably the MacDon. And we'll get the upgrade to it. So that's 130, what? Actually, that's a downgrade. It's already, I guess it's already set to the upgrade. Let's do Michelin tires. That looks good. Okay, now we gotta get the grass header. I'm not gonna do the swathing for the regular crop stuff. We just don't do that here. But this is one fantastic mower. So we've got that. We need a baler. Now I could go with one of the in-game balers here, but I do have these balers in. Oh, I got the Colossus in here too. Should I? No, I don't think I'm gonna take the Colossus out probably. Probably that one. It's expensive, but it does have. Actually, you know what? Can we do? Does this thing have the thing where you can put the tanks on any of these? You can put these rakes on the front. I'm really leaning towards going towards an in-game one though. I don't know if you can put the tanks on these or not. Working lights. You can change the color. I do not see where you can add the tanks to these other brands. You can do it to the Chrome though. See, there's the Chrome tank. So I think we should definitely get one with the tank on it. You get the really big rake. If we got the really big rake, that would save us from having to get a do work lights. Silage tank. We'll keep the same colors. I think I will go with one of these. It just looks weird because it's so stretched out now. Having that much. I think that's probably the one to go with. Yeah, see those, that stretches it out and you can visually you can visually see how stretched out it is. I think we'll be okay with that one. The shorter one. I think that's probably the least stretched out one. So let's go with that. So that's 230. The baler is more than the MacDon. That's that tells you how good it is. Alright, and then we will need a bale pickup thing. We'll get that one. You know what? We'll need a wrapper too. Guess we'll just keep that. We can't put Michelin's on these. White. We'll keep white. Okay, we'll be able to make a little bit of money off some of the silage bales. Some of the silage bales will have to go in the mixer, and we need a mixer. We're running out of money. We need a mixer too. Where's the animals? That's the one we had. I think this is the one to go with. That one right there. We can expand the capacity on it, and we definitely will. Just start there, maybe. I think that's a pretty good start. All right, let's drive this back down there. We've got, again, some, I think, wheat to harvest down there. And then soon we'll have corn to harvest, so. we will head back and start this harvest, get it cranked up. And then I'll bring the MacDon down and maybe mow around some of the fields there. We're gonna need a tedder too. We gotta make hay. Oh boy. So much for buying a new field. Oh man, what did I hit? Hope that wasn't somebody's mailbox. I think it was a pothole. Alright, cruise control on. Let's go. Are there any cheap oat fields? There's a big oat field. These might be oat fields. They're right there by the farm. Got two of them there. 143, that ain't bad. There's another one up there. That's a little more. You have to buy that farm and everything there for $411. That's a lot. That's expensive. And you get more field down here. Or wait. Did I select that one? Oh no, that's just that field. Okay. I'm gonna have to go and make sure that they're not carrots too, because those oranges really confuzzle me sometimes. We'll hop over there real quick and take a look at them. That's the only orange that I see on the map though, so if we're gonna buy an oat field, hopefully one of those. I think one of those might be carrots, because they kind of look a little different now that I look at them. A little bit closer now. Get a little bit closer now. Oh man, hey, there's a round baler. We can sell that thing. I did not notice that. Hiding behind the shed there. Yeah, this is an oat field. It's ready to go too. It's right next to our farm. Actually, they both are. Both oat fields, yeah. I don't even know if they're fertilized or not. I don't see any fert on anything, so there's no fert on any fields at the moment. So this is definitely oats. I think this is definitely oats. Okay, let me go sell that baler pickup trailer. We can mow all this grass around it. This one here. Go grab that real quick. Is there any other equipment that we own? It can. Where do I go to look at that? You go somewhere. Hang on. Right here. Okay, we own that. We own that. We own that. Yep, that's that's ours. Yep, that's ours. That's ours. Yep. Yep, that one is due. That one. We have a pressure washer. I guess we have two pressure washers. Why do we have two? Are they in town? Looks like they might be in town. Got our MacDon. What's that? Oh, that's the header trailer. We'll probably need that for a second. And I think that's it. So just the round bale trailer. We're not doing round bales, so no need to keep that. Alright. Go to this one. Nothing else hiding back here, right? Did not even notice that. If I hadn't driven down to look at that field, I would not have seen that, because it's kind of tucked away back there. Oh, do we have chickens too? We do have chickens too. Alright. Start out with a lot of stuff on this map. Chickens, sheep, horses, cows. Pretty sure we own this grass too, so we'll mow what we can. Of course, you guys know I do not have a problem with that. The farm sim, I will mow the world. I'll have plenty to do. Alright, let's sell that real quick. Probably gonna need some paint. Yep. So we'll sell that. We'll get 47 back on that. That'll help a little bit. Alright, let's buy those oat fields. I got, or at least one of them. Go to field property. There we go. So that one's 143. This one's 121. I don't know. Let's get the cheap one first. And then this one, we've got 133 left, so that's 143. Can we take a little loan and grab that one? Oh yeah, we can grab that one. So we're gonna buy these two oat fields. May end up buying the soybean field. It's not quite ready to go yet though, I don't think. Yeah, it's still growing. This is the soybean field there. It's a little small soybean field. So definitely want to grab these oat fields though. Oats, you make good money in oats. Plus we're going to use a lot of it to go to the horses. And we can mow the grass around them. Alright. Cool beans. Shut this down. We'll grab this other tractor. Alright, so we got some harvesting to do. I will get to work on these. There might even be, you know, some good contracts out there because some of these fields are pretty big. So may work on some of the contracts. Which one do we need to cut first? Is it wheat? I'll have to get in there and look. We've got a swimming pool. Alright, let's see. Calendar, wheat's at the bottom. Definitely the wheat. I think we gotta get the wheat. Where's the oats at? The oats too. They both have the same. We have to get them harvested. We have to get all these fields harvested today. This is not good. We gotta get moving. We gotta roll. So I guess I'll start on the wheat field and then go do the oat fields. Wheat field is right back here. Got our grass field, dedicated grass field here. Guess we'll probably need to invest in a grass roller too. Our combine. We'll have to take the license plate off of this, but I'll do that at another time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull this out. I can't, I am probably gonna trade this header in. I'm probably gonna get a MacDon header at some point. Because the MacDon, you can put the wheels on it. And this one's not as wide. This is the smaller header. but we'll use it for now. Alright, I think I can get down there without that. The nice thing about having all your fields kind of close together, you don't have to travel down the road with an extremely wide header and worry about hitting other cars or mailboxes, you know, stuff like that. When we start buying fields far off, then we'll need to, you know, worry more about that. Alright, we will unfold. And set up our GPS line. Looks good. Make sure the steering one is good. Yep, that all looks good to me. Okay. We'll start with this in row on the outside here. And bring the reel up a little bit. Go. Alright, we're harvesting for the first time here on Alma on 25. So, I'll work on this. I'm going to try to knock these fields out. And try to get the mower going. And need to invest in a tedder if we can afford one. I see what the contracts offer. See if we can do anything out there. And then I guess we probably should... the only thing, I don't know... I guess we could try to spray that field or just, you know, take it as it is and then worry about all that next year. I do need to change the months up to 2 or 3 day months. So, yeah, nice good start to Alma here. Alright guys, I think that'll be it for this one. We'll come back and I don't know if we'll stream this. We might stream it. And we might just come back for YouTube again next week. So, until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.